When my father passed away, he left me an inheritance of almost 35 million naira cash. My husband was aware of everything from the beginning. So after the money was released, he sat me down and asked what exactly I intended to do with the money. I told him my plans were simple. I wanted to buy a piece of land, get myself a car, pay for my master's degree, and invest whatever remained in my business. Instead of supporting me, he became upset. He looked at me and asked, "As your husband, what do I gain from this money?" His question surprised me. He told me to forget about it, and I continued making plans for my purchases. For a while, he said nothing. He simply watched everything I was doing. And one morning, he woke me up and called me foolish. He said it made no sense for a married woman to receive such a large amount of money without handing it over to her husband. According to him, people would think he had no control over his own home. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I asked him, "Are you saying I should give the money my father worked hard for and left in my name just because we are married?" That question made him even angrier. The argument became so intense that I feared he was about to attack me. He warned me to get ready for whatever would happen next because he couldn't remain married to a woman who refused to submit to him. He even threatened to marry another woman who would obey and respect him. A few days later, I came back from work and found his parents sitting in our house. Nobody had informed me that they were coming. They spent several hours trying to convince me to transfer every money to my husband. They said I had disrespected my husband's family and that they would not accept such behavior. My mother-in-law also said that she has been begging my husband not to marry another woman because she believed that I would eventually listen to her advice. The whole meeting felt planned. I was very uncomfortable. Rather than argue, I told them I agreed and promised I would send the money to my husband the next morning. That evening, I carried my baby outside as if I was going to buy something nearby. Instead, I left straight for a friend's house and switched off my phone. 2 days later, my mother joined me there to help take care of my son while I continued working. About a month later, I found another apartment and paid for it. While my husband was at work, I returned to the house and packed all my belongings. I also collected every household item I had personally paid for. As I packed, I realized almost everything inside the house had been bought with my money. Many things. What made it even surprising was that my husband earned much more than I do, but he left everything for me to buy. That was when I finally accepted that he had been depending on me financially all along. After settling into my new apartment over the weekend, I went back to work as usual. Then on Tuesday, police officers arrived at my workplace to arrest me. My boss came with me to the police station. My husband had reported that I stole his property and insisted that everything I removed from the house belonged to him. The police asked both of us to provide proof of ownership. He couldn't produce any evidence. One of my colleagues went to my office and brought records from our staff cooperative savings scheme. Every household items I bought had been purchased through that cooperative and the payment had been deducted directly from my salary. The evidence made it clear that the items belonged to me. The following week, I filed for divorce. Only then did my husband begin sending countless messages begging me to come back. He said he couldn't live without me and claimed he never truly meant his threats. According to him, he only wanted to scare me into becoming a more submissive wife. The divorce case is now before the court. As for me, I've moved on and I'm done. Guys, what do you think about this story? Let me know your honest opinion in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.